लास्ट वीडियो जो मैंने मल्टी थ्रेडिंग के ऊपर में बनाया था उसमें मैंने आपको थ्रेड क्रिएशन के बारे में बेसिक बताया था, द बेसिक्स ऑफ मल्टी थ्रेडिंग के बारे में भी बताया था कि मल्टी थ्रेडिंग क्या होता है, राइट। द थ्रेड क्या होता है, प्रोसेस क्या होता है, एंड हाउ यू कैन क्रिएट ए थ्रेड. सो देर आर टू वे टू यू कैन क्रिएट थ्रेड, राइट, बाई एक्सटेंडिंग द थ्रेड क्लास और बाई इम्प्लीमेंटिंग द रनेबल इंटरफेस. उसके बारे में डिफरेंसेस भी मैंने बताया था, कब आपको रनेबल इंटरफेस यूज़ करना चाहिए और कब थ्रेड क्लास यूज़ करना चाहिए भी मैंने आपको बताया था. आज हम लोग एक स्टेप और आगे बढ़ेंगे इन मल्टी थ्रेडिंग. जो आज मैं बताने जा रहा हूँ दैट इज़ रिक्वायर्ड टू नो, बिकॉज जब भी आप प्रोग्रामिंग करते हो कुछ टर्मिनोलॉजी होती है, कुछ चीज़ें होती हैं जो आपको जाननी चाहिए, राइट. सो today we will learn about the thread group and scheduler, like when the priority, everything about the thread, the basic things we'll learn today. And for this I will show you with example. Okay, आज का जो वीडियो होगा उसमें मैं प्रैक्टिकल प्रोग्रामिंग पे ज़्यादा फोकस करूँगा, बिकॉज थ्योरी के नाम पे मैं थोड़ा बहुत उसको एक्सप्लेन करूँ क्योंकि बहुत ज़्यादा कुछ थ्योरी में होता नहीं है. एंड बट हाउ विल यू यूज़ दैट इन द प्रोग्रामिंग, दैट आई विल एक्सप्लेन टुडे. ठीक है. So hello friends, welcome to my new learning video. Today we are going to learn thread group and the scheduler, the priority and the other things. So first is the thread naming. How you can give the name of a thread, or how you can set or how you can get the name of a thread. जैसे मैंने आपको लास्ट वीडियो में बताया था कि you can create a thread, right? And when you do not give the any name, then the name by default comes like thread 0, thread 1, thread 2. You can see the name, right? When in the run method you can directly use the thread.currentThread.getName, right? If you are not setting the name, then the default name you will be getting, that is of the thread 0, thread 1, thread 2, like that. But you can change the name also of a thread. So how you can change? So there are two way using that you can change the name. First is the in the run method you can get the current thread and use the set name method. Okay, so thread.currentThread.set name. Set name is a method, using that you can change the thread name, actually the current thread you can change. Okay, and using the current thread.get name you can get the name of a thread. So this is one way that you can do in the run method. ठीक है. And by extending thread class. So whenever you are creating a thread using extending the thread class, ठीक है, at that time you can use one parameterized constructor of that class that you are extending. Okay, thread class. So of that class you can create a parameterized constructor and then pass the name of the thread as a parameter. So when you pass this and when you try to get in the run method using thread.currentThread.set name or get name, then you will get the name of thread that you have set. Okay, so let me run the program in the Eclipse and I will show you that how you can set the name. Okay, so here you can see that I have created one class called thread naming example. ठीक है, क्योंकि इस प्रोग्रामिंग में मैं केवल आपको नेम सेट करके बताऊंगा. ठीक है. एक्सटेंड्स थ्रेड. सो मैं यहाँ पे जो थ्रेड क्रिएट करूँगा दैट विल बी बाय एक्सटेंडिंग थ्रेड क्लास. यहाँ पे थ्रेड क्लास मैंने एक्सटेंड कर लिया. अगर मैं देखिए मैं रनेबल से भी कर सकता हूँ और थ्रेड से भी कर सकता हूँ. मैंने आपको बताया था कि रनेबल इंटरफेस में केवल एक ही मेथड होता है, दैट इज़ रन मेथड. अगर रनेबल इंटरफेस को इम्प्लीमेंट करते हो तो फिर क्या होता है कि यू कैन नॉट राइट दिस कंस्ट्रक्टर, राइट. You cannot set the name using constructor. So in that case you can only use thread.currentThread.set name method. ठीक है. But when you are extending thread class, so उसमें मैंने आपको बताया ना कि लास्ट वीडियो मैंने आपको बताया था कि अगर आप थ्रेड क्लास एक्सटेंड कर रहे हो then you have the extra facility about the managing thread behavior. So here you can create one parameterized constructor passing the name of thread. So here I have created one parameterized constructor. Okay, thread naming example. This is the class that I have created, thread naming example, and I have passed the thread name as parameter and called the super method. So using this super keyword we are calling the constructor of thread class. So it will call the constructor of thread class and using this thread name parameter will be the name of thread. ठीक है, here I have not done anything apart from this. I have just called the super constructor. Now you can see that I have created one default, the non-parameterized constructor, not default. Default is like when you do not define any constructor, then that will be called default constructor. But since here I have defined the parameterized constructor, then I am defining one constructor that have no parameter. So this will be called non-argument, not argument parameter. ठीक है. Now inside the main method you can see that I have commented this line, will come on this later, but here you can see that I have created one constructor, I have created one thread, so passing the name example thread, right? While creating thread, here I have created one thread naming example object equal to new threading example, and pass the name example thread, and then I called the start method of the thread. ठीक है. That means when I will try to get the name of thread, I should get the example thread only, right? Because this is the one thread I have created inside the main method and called the start method, and here I am trying to get the name of thread. Inside the run method I am calling thread name is thread.currentThread.getName. ठीक है, thread.currentThread.getName method. So using this I can get the name of thread. ठीक है. So first task is that how you can create thread. I am creating thread using extend, by implementing, by extending thread class, and then I am creating one thread object, and then I am calling the start method. In the last video I had explained that once you create the thread, then you can print the state of the thread, that will be new state. ठीक है. उसमें मैंने आपको थ्रेड लाइफ साइकिल के बारे में बताया था कि हाउ द स्टेट विल चेंज व्हेन ए थ्रेड इज क्रिएटेड एंड व्हेन ए थ्रेड इज टर्मिनेटेड. In between that, what state is followed, that I had explained you. Here I am going to print the state, object dot get state. So this will be new state. ठीक है. So here I have created one thread and giving the name example thread. ठीक है. And then when I will call this, then it will use the parameterized constructor. ठीक है. Right now there is no use of this constructor, so I am commenting this constructor also. You can pause the video and you can give a thought over the programming that I have written over here. I am writing the program earlier because to save the time. Okay. So here I have created one class extending thread class and created one parameterized constructor, and inside the main method I am simply creating one thread object and calling the start method and given the definition of run method. ठीक है. Now when I will run this program, then I will be getting the name of thread as example thread. Okay. Let me run this program now. Here you can see that output is new. First line is object.getState as new, right? Thread name is example thread. Okay. So this way we can set the name of a thread. If I will create the multiple thread, means let's say 2 threads I am creating. Object 1. I am giving it as the name new example thread. And then I am calling object 1. So now the output should be example thread and new example thread, right? See, you can see the output, first new, second new, and thread name is example thread and thread is new example thread. So likewise you can give the name of a thread. ठीक है. Now there is another approach to create thread name. Let me comment this one. Here you can see that
I am creating one, thread using no parameter constructor, right? So that's why I had created one, no argument constructor. Here you can see that I have not given any, line inside this constructor. I have simply created, a non-argument constructor to create a thread. Okay. So this is non-argument constructor. This is, one thread and calling the start method. So when I call this, then what will be the name of thread? I am not setting the thread name, right? I am not using the parameterized constructor. So the default name, the JVM, the name that will give will get at line number this. Okay, to print the thread name. Let's see what name is coming. See, thread name is thread 0. Okay, but if I use this commented line thread dot current thread dot set name, so here I am giving new thread. Okay, so when I will get this get name, then I should get new thread as a thread name. Okay, thread name is new thread. Okay, so there are two way that you can give the name of a thread. That means you can set the name of a thread and you can get the name of a thread. Okay, so by setting the name means either you can use the current thread dot set name method, or you can use one parameterized constructor of the thread class. Okay, and then you call the super constructor from your parameterized constructor. Okay, so like this you can set the name of a thread and then you can get the name. So this was about the thread naming. Now thread priority. मैंने आपको लास्ट वीडियो में समझाया था कि हम लोग थ्रेड क्रिएट व्हाट इज इन आवर हैंड. वी कैन क्रिएट ए थ्रेड, वी कैन स्टार्ट द थ्रेड. मीन्स व्हेन यू आर क्रिएटिंग अ थ्रेड, द थ्रेड इज रीचिंग टू द न्यू स्टेट, राइट? दैट इज द फर्स्ट स्टेट, अ न्यू स्टेट. When thread you are calling a start method, that means you are taking out the thread from new state to runnable state. Means that thread is now ready to run. That thread can run. But will that thread run or not? That depends upon the thread scheduler. So thread scheduler क्या करता है? Decide करता है कि which thread is going to run or how the thread will run. Okay, so that all depends upon the thread scheduler only. We do not have the control, but at certain limit we can set the priority of a thread, that thread scheduler should pick which thread. Okay, कौन सा thread scheduler को pick करना चाहिए, we can just say that. thread scheduler हमारी बात सुनेगा या नहीं, we don't know. ठीक है, but we can give a priority, we can set a priority of thread, just saying that this thread should run first. Okay, so thread priority is like a integer number. ठीक है, so priorities are represented by number from 1 to 10. आप priority set कर सकते हो in the range of 1 to 10 only. तो एक certain limit तक आप thread की priority set करके बता सकते हो कि कौन सा thread पहले run करना चाहिए. Thread scheduler वैसा accordingly react करेगा, but there is no guarantee that the priority you are setting up will act accordingly. ठीक है, but we can set the priority. So every thread has priority. Priorities are represented by number from 1 to 10. Priorities can be set of a thread, but thread scheduler will decide that thread should be picked up or not. So आप priority तो set कर सकते हो, but thread scheduler will decide. Okay, so थ्रेड शेड्यूलर का जो वर्किंग मैकेनिज्म होता है, दैट इज फर्स्ट कम फर्स्ट सर्व टाइप से वर्क करता है. ठीक है, उसको जो पहले मिल गया, दैट विल बी द रिसोर्स, द थ्रेड दैट इज अवेलेबल फॉर नाउ, उसी को उस पर काम पे लगाएगा. ऐसा नहीं है कि वेट करेगा कि आपने प्रायोरिटी सेट किया है 10 का, 10 मीन्स हाई प्रायोरिटी, 1 मीन्स लो प्रायोरिटी. ठीक है, तो आपने किसी थ्रेड को प्रायोरिटी सेट किया है 10 और मिनिमम प्रायोरिटी थ्रेड अवेलेबल है. ठीक है, that means one thread priority which have the value 1 is now available and thread 10 is not available. So thread scheduler will not wait for thread 10. Okay, that thread scheduler will ask the thread 1 to work. ठीक है, so that means the priority is not सब कुछ, you can only set the priority, but it all depends upon the thread scheduler. So there are the method of the thread scheduler, like the lang class thread class method, that is the get priority. Using this lang package thread class get priority method. Okay, so using this you can get the priority of a thread. ठीक है, obviously the value will be in between from 1 to 10. The range is 1 from 1 to 10. ठीक है, now you can set the also using the set priority method by giving the priority number. ठीक है, and it will throw the exception illegal argument exception if priority is set out of range. Okay, so you can give the priority from 1 to 10 only. Okay, priority constant in thread class, that is the there are three constants is defined in the thread class. That is the mean priority, so for which the value will be 1, the norm priority, for that value will be 5, max priority the value will be 10. ठीक है, so these are the three constants that is defined for the priority: mean priority, norm priority and the max priority. So the value is from 1 to 10, the range is 1 to 10. If multiple threads have same priority, then also thread scheduler will decide. जैसे क्या होता है कि प्रायोरिटी तो 1 to 10 का ही है, कि मतलब क्या है कि अगर 10 थ्रेड है तो 10 नंबर आप 10 थ्रेड का अलग अलग प्रायोरिटी सेट कर सकते हो. बट लेट्स से देयर आर 20 थ्रेड्स, तो ऑब्वियसली बात है कि 2 थ्रेड का सेम प्रायोरिटी होगा. सो कौन सा थ्रेड पहले रन करेगा वो भी हम नहीं जानते, थ्रेड शेड्यूलर जानता है कि कौन सा थ्रेड रन करेगा. ठीक है, so let's understand the setting this priority with example, that how we can set the thread priority and how we can get. ठीक है, so here you can see that I have created one class thread priority example. Again I am extending the thread class. Okay, it's just my choice right now. I have done this. You can you can use the runnable interface also. Not an means never think like that the task that I am able to do using the thread class, you cannot do that with the runnable interface implementations. Okay, but here I have created a thread class, means created one class extending thread class, and then inside the main method I am creating the object of thread, and then I am calling the start method. ठीक है, now inside the run method I am first I am setting the priority as max priority using the thread dot thread class current thread method, and setting the priority. Priority is the max priority. I can give any other number also in between from 1 to 10, but not out of that. Okay, then thread priority equal to current thread dot get priority. Let's see what will be the output of this program. The output of program should be the 10. ठीक है, so the thread priority is 10. If I give 8, then what will happen? It will give the priority as 8, thread priority 8. Okay, if I give out of 10, then what will happen? It will give the illegal argument exception. illegal argument exception. ठीक है, so इंटरव्यू में पूछा जा सकता है, जनरली पूछते नहीं है, बट टू मेक यू कंफ्यूज दैट ओके आई कैन सेट द प्रायोरिटी, आई एम गिविंग द प्रायोरिटी आउट ऑफ 10, देन व्हाट विल हैपन. ठीक है, सो जस्ट रिमेंबर दैट रेंज इज ऑलवेज इन बिटवीन फ्रॉम 1 to 10. ठीक है, ओके, सो दिस वे यू कैन सेट द प्रायोरिटी. अदरवाइज you can call the thread object set priority method. This is a thread object. Okay, I have created one object thread example, and this is a thread object, and I am calling the set priority method, passing the value 7 and calling the start method. So now when I will try to get the priority, then I will be getting the priority as 7. So thread priority is 7. ठीक है, if I call the set priority method, okay, I am not giving this, I am not setting the priority, then what will be the value? Let's see, thread priority is the 5, so norm priority. Okay, now let me give the priority after the starting. I am giving as 9. Now what should be the output? It should be norm priority. So thread priority is 9. ठीक है, the priority that I have set is coming in the while I am trying to get the priority. So you can set the priority using the set priority method of a thread object, or using the current thread method dot set priority. Okay, so this two way you can set the priority of a thread, but again keep in mind that you cannot control that which thread will run. So this was about the thread priority. So now daemon thread. Daemon thread is a thread that provides service to user thread और इट इज़ ऑल्सो कॉल्ड सपोर्टेड थ्रेड. ठीक है, जो डेमन थ्रेड क्या होता है कि बैकएंड में वर्क करता है. ठीक है, अगर आप कोई एक थ्रेड क्रिएट कर रहे हो देन यू कैन सेट द वैल्यू ऑफ ए थ्रेड. ठीक है, सेट द वैल्यू ऑफ ए थ्रेड एज दैट थ्रेड विल बी डेमन और नॉट. इफ दैट थ्रेड इज डेमन मीन्स दैट थ्रेड विल बी डिपेंडिंग ऑन द यूजर थ्रेड. ठीक है, अगर यूजर थ्रेड का लाइफ साइकिल खत्म हो गया देन डेमन थ्रेड विल बी टर्मिनेटेड ऑटोमेटिकली. JVM will terminate that thread automatically. That means मैं आपको एग्जांपल से बोलता हूँ, जैसे कि आप किसी कंपनी में काम करो, एक प्रोजेक्ट है, उस प्रोजेक्ट पे जैसे कि उस प्रोजेक्ट अगर वो प्रोजेक्ट खत्म हो गया देन द एसोसिएटेड वर्कर्स विद दैट प्रोजेक्ट. ठीक है, जैसे प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर हो गया, लीड हो गया, डेवलपर्स हो गया, राइट. सो दोज गाइज उनका भी काम खत्म, प्रोजेक्ट खत्म मीन्स काम खत्म, राइट. दैट मीन्स प्रोजेक्ट थ्रेड इज ए यूजर थ्रेड एंड the people associated with that project will be called the daemon thread. ठीक है, so daemon thread depends upon the user thread. So using the set daemon method you can thread the set. If you do not set the value of daemon thread as a daemon thread then that will be false. Okay, if you check any user thread is daemon, okay, then you will get the false. But if you are setting the value of thread as a true for that daemon thread then it will be daemon thread. Once the thread is set to daemon that means that will run in back end. Okay, the once the user thread terminates that daemon thread will be terminated automatically. ठीक है, so daemon thread cannot be set true after starting the thread. That means आप जो डेमन थ्रेड है उसके आप सेट कर सकते हो दैट विल बी डेमन थ्रेड और नॉट इन द न्यू स्टेट ओनली. आप लाइफ साइकिल को समझो, जब भी एक आप थ्रेड क्रिएट करते हो देन दैट थ्रेड इज इन द न्यू स्टेट. बट व्हेन यू कॉल द स्टार्ट मेथड देन दैट थ्रेड कम्स इनटू द रनेबल स्टेट एंड थ्रेड शेड्यूलर कैन पिक दैट थ्रेड टू रन. ठीक है, सो बिफोर मेकिंग दैट थ्रेड रनेबल यू कैन सेट अ थ्रेड एज ए डेमन थ्रेड. ठीक है, अगर आप उसके बाद भी करते हो, अगर स्टार्ट अपने थ्रेड को कर दिया एंड देन यू आर सेटिंग द थ्रेड एज ए डेमन थ्रेड देन यू विल गेट इलीगल थ्रेड स्टेट एक्सेप्शन. ठीक है, एंड जो प्रायोरिटी होता है थ्रेड का, डेमन थ्रेड का, दैट इज द लो प्रायोरिटी. ठीक है, द प्रायोरिटी ऑफ ए डेमन थ्रेड इज ऑलवेज लो प्रायोरिटी. ठीक है, सो लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड विद एग्जांपल दैट हाउ वी कैन सेट अ थ्रेड एज ए डेमन थ्रेड एंड if we set a daemon thread after starting the thread then what will happen. So here you can see that I have created one example, daemon thread example. ठीक है, and that is extending thread class. So using extending thread class I am creating one thread object. So daemon thread example, daemon thread equal to new daemon thread. So this is one thread object. Now the state will be new state, right? And then I am setting the daemon thread as a true and then I am calling the start method. When I am calling the start method then it will call the run method. ठीक है, so this thread will be daemon thread because I am setting over here. Okay, set daemon true. ठीक है, let me run this program. So this will be state is new and then it's true. ठीक है, I am setting daemon and then I am trying to get the daemon. You can also check that thread is daemon or not using the thread object dot is daemon method. ठीक है, it will be also true. ठीक है, okay. Now if I do not set the thread as a daemon thread then what will be the value of daemon thread? It will be false. Okay, it's false. But if you set the value of a thread as a daemon thread after starting the thread, once the thread is started then you cannot set the thread as a daemon thread. If you are doing so then you will get illegal thread state exception. Okay, let me run this program. See, illegal thread state exception is coming. So after starting means that thread now is in the runnable state. So you can only make a thread as a daemon thread in the new state only, not in any other state. ठीक है, The priority of a thread is always, low minimum priority. Let's check the priority of the thread, of the daemon thread. So I am calling the get priority, and then here in the new state itself I am setting up the domain, then I am calling the start method. Let's see. See, it's the default priority is coming is the norm priority. ठीक है. So the default, since I am not setting up the priority and there is no other, then it will show the default priority, that is the norm priority. ठीक है. Thread joining. Join method is of thread class which allows one thread to wait until another thread completes its execution. ठीक है. Join method क्या करता है? सी फर्स्ट आपको समझना है कि ज्वाइन मेथड किस क्लास का है, दैट इज ऑफ द थ्रेड क्लास. ठीक है. विच अलाउज वन थ्रेड टू वेट, एक थ्रेड को वेट कराता है कब तक, जब तक वो अपना काम कंप्लीट नहीं कर पाता. ठीक है. सो इफ यू आर कॉलिंग th1 डॉट ज्वाइन, लेट्स से देयर आर 3 थ्रेड्स, थ्रेड 1, थ्रेड 2, थ्रेड 3, एंड यू आर कॉलिंग द थ्रेड 1 डॉट ज्वाइन, देन इट विल मेक श्योर दैट द थ्रेड 1 इज टर्मिनेटेड before the next instruction is executed by program. ठीक है. I will explain with this example that how the join method works. ठीक है. If you are calling the join method on any thread, then that thread will run first, it will terminate its execution, then other thread will start working. So there are 3 methods of the join. If you are not passing anything as any parameter, then it will simply it will wait until the task is completed, right? And if you are calling the join long millisecond, then the time you are specifying, it will wait for that second only, that millisecond only. After that again it will wake up, and then the other thread can start working also. ठीक है. There are another method, another overloaded method, that is join long millisecond int nano, means the sum of millisecond plus nanosecond. Accordingly, that can wait. At that time, it can wait. Okay. So these are the 3 methods. So let's understand with the example that how join method works. So here you can see that I have created one class called thread join example. ठीक है. Here I am creating the thread using the runnable interface of thread creation example. See, thread creation example is implementing runnable interface. Inside the runnable interface, I am inside the since I am implementing runnable interface, I must have to give the run method, and inside the run method, it will print the number from 1 to 5. Okay. So here I am given the name also. First I am getting that which thread is running, and the thread is running, and the output printing from 1 to 5, and there is a separator. Okay, that's it. Simply I am writing one for loop and printing from 1 to 5. If I will not use the join method, then what will be the behavior, and when I will be using join method, then what will be the behavior, both I will show you. So inside the in this class, inside the run method, simply I am printing from 1 to 5 and simply giving the name, and this is the separator line. Now let's see what happens. I am creating one thread object. ठीक है. Creating one object of thread creation example. Then I have created 3 objects. Okay. I have shared the same object among the thread 1, thread 2, and thread 3, and I have shared the name also, th1, th2, and th3. Okay. Just to understand that which thread is running right now. ठीक है. Now then I called the thread1 dot start method. After calling the thread1 start method, I called the thread1 dot join only. ठीक है. अब क्या करेगा कि तब तक वेट करा के रखेगा दूसरे थ्रेड को जब तक थ्रेड 1 कंप्लीट नहीं हो जाता. ठीक है. देन थ्रेड 2 डॉट स्टार्ट, थ्रेड 3 डॉट स्टार्ट. ठीक है. लेट्स रन दिस प्रोग्राम. आई विल show you that what will be the output. See, thread name thread 1 is running. ठीक है. 1 2 3 4 5. Here you can see that it's run in sequence, right? But if I run the multiple times, it may change. The output may change. See, thread 1 is running 1 2 3 4 5, but thread 2 running, then thread 3 running. Now you can understand that what will 1 2 3, then 1 2 3 4 5, then 4 5. Now you can understand that there is no guarantee of the execution of order, right? Means in which order the program is running, there is no guarantee, but there is a guarantee that first thread 1 will run and it will terminate its execution, and then other thread will start running, and there is no guarantee of the thread 2 and thread 3. But after calling the start method of thread 2, again I am going to call join method. So now what will happen? First thread 1 will complete its execution, then thread 2 will start, and then thread 2 will complete its execution, then thread 3 will start. Here you can see that I am getting one suggestion that either you can use try catch or handle the declare the exception. So there is one more point: without the try catch block or without the handling exception, you cannot call the join method. You must have to handle the exception when you are calling the join method. Okay? So I have started the thread 2, then called the thread 2.join method. So first thread 1 will complete its execution, then thread 2 will complete its execution, then thread 3 will complete its execution. Okay? See, thread 1 running 1 2 3 4 5, thread 2 running 1 2 3 4 5, thread 3 running 1 2 3 4 5. If you run the multiple times also, then output will be same. Okay? Because here you are asking the other thread to wait until the method that have called join method will finish its execution. So here we have called the join method over the thread 1. So thread 1 will terminate, complete its task, then it will terminate, and then other thread will start. Okay? So inside the main method I can give this name, see, thread 1 first is running, thread name thread 1 running 1 2, thread 1 running thread 2, thread 1 running 3, thread 1 running 4, thread 1 running 5, then thread 2, thread 3. Okay? And if you remove the join method of the thread 2, then the task will be divided between 1 2 3, between thread 2 and thread 3, and in which order it will run, there is no guarantee of that. Okay? See, thread 1 running, thread 2, thread 3. Let me run again one more time. Thread 1 running 1 2 3 4 5, thread 2 running 1 2 3 4 5, thread 3 running 1 2 3 4 5. Now see, thread 1 running 1 2 3 4 5, thread 2 running 1 2 3, then thread 3 started. Okay? Thread 3 completed its execution, then thread 2 running 4 5. Okay? But if you call the join method for thread 2 also, then it will run in the sequence. Okay? So join method makes sure that the thread that you have called on join, that thread will terminate, complete its task, will execute, terminate, then other thread will start. Okay? Thread group represents set of threads. जैसे हम लोग एक सेपरेट थ्रेड क्रिएट करते हैं, बट 10 थ्रेड को मिलाकर हम लोग एक ग्रुप क्रिएट कर सकते हैं. मीन्स मोर देन वन थ्रेड मिलाकर एक ग्रुप क्रिएट कर सकते हैं. सो दैट विल बी कॉल्ड थ्रेड ग्रुप. ठीक है? थ्रेड ग्रुप फॉर्म ए ट्री इन विच एवरी थ्रेड ग्रुप एक्सेप्ट द इनिशियल थ्रेड ग्रुप हैज ए पेरेंट. जैसे कि जब आपने कोई एक फर्स्ट थ्रेड ग्रुप क्रिएट किया, सो फर्स्ट थ्रेड ग्रुप का कोई पेरेंट नहीं होगा. सो आप एक समझो कि ट्री बन गया. सो फर्स्ट नोड का कोई चाइल्ड मीन्स पेरेंट नहीं है. दैट इज सुपर. ठीक है? जो पेरेंट उसका कोई नहीं, उसका चाइल्ड हो सकता है, राइट? तो उस थ्रेड ग्रुप के लिए अंदर में आपने चाइल्ड थ्रेड ग्रुप क्रिएट किया. अब वो चाइल्ड ग्रुप थ्रेड के अंदर में आप और चाइल्ड क्रिएट कर सकते हो. सो द फर्स्ट चाइल्ड विल बी ट्रीटेड एज पेरेंट ऑफ द अदर चाइल्ड, राइट. So that can, thread group is a set of threads. The first thread group will be a only parent. That thread group cannot be a child thread. ठीक है. थ्रेड ग्रुप में जो थ्रेड है, मान लो कि 5 वो थ्रेड है. लेट्स से देयर आर 5 थ्रेड्स इन अ थ्रेड ग्रुप. सो जो 5 थ्रेड है, उस क्या वो थ्रेड किसी दूसरे थ्रेड ग्रुप का इंफॉर्मेशन एक्सेस कर सकता है? नहीं. अगर मान लीजिए कोई चाइल्ड थ्रेड है, कोई थ्रेड है चाइल्ड थ्रेड ग्रुप का, क्या वो पेरेंट थ्रेड ग्रुप का एक्सेस कर सकता है कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन? नहीं. सो जो आप केवल अपने जिस ग्रुप में हो उसी ग्रुप का इन्फॉर्मेशन आप एक्सेस कर सकते हो. ठीक है. सो देयर आर 2 कंस्ट्रक्टर्स ऑफ द थ्रेड ग्रुप दैट you can create one parameterized constructor that is basically the name of thread group, and other thread is that first parameter will be a parent thread group and other will be the name of thread group. So this will be called child group. If you have to create child thread group, then you will have to use this constructor, 2 parameter. The first parameter will be parent thread group, second parameter will be the name of thread group. एंड पब्लिक थ्रेड ग्रुप में क्या होगा कि ए वाला थ्रेड क्या होगा कि आपका एक ही थ्रेड ग्रुप क्रिएट होगा, दैट विल बी अ पेरेंट. ठीक है. सो देयर आर मेनी मेथड्स इन थ्रेड ग्रुप. few I have written over here that you can check that active count, active group count, check access, destroy. Okay. So these are the methods of the thread group. Okay. We'll understand in the example. Let me run in the Eclipse. So here I have created one thread group example that is extending thread class. I have created one constructor having the thread name and second parameter is thread group. ठीक है. So I created one thread group here. So thread group is the learning group. This thread group is a learning group. Learning group is the name of thread group. ठीक है. Learning multi-threading group. So learning multi-threading group is a thread group. ठीक है. ये हो गया पेरेंट. नाउ आई हैव क्रिएटेड 2 थ्रेड्स, थ्रेड 1 एंड थ्रेड 2. ठीक है. एंड आई हैव गिवन द नेम ऑफ थ्रेड. ठीक है. थ्रेड ग्रुप एग्जाम्पल आई हैव गिवन द नेम ऑफ थ्रेड एंड इन विच दिस थ्रेड विल गो इन विच ग्रुप दैट आई हैव डिफाइंड ओवर हियर, थ्रेड ग्रुप. ठीक है. इफ आई विल नॉट गिव द parameter of second parameter, then it will be a name of thread, and for that I will have to create single parameterized constructor passing the name only, right? But I have already explained that to you. So here I am creating a thread object using 2 parameter, first as the name of thread and second as of the thread group. ठीक है. तो जब आप एक thread create कर रहे हो and you are using 2 parameter constructor, first as the name of thread and second as thread group. Okay. Then inside the constructor you can pass this thread group and thread name. You can call the super constructor. ठीक है. Then I am calling start method and same doing for thread 2. And inside here you can see that I am checking that thread group active count, active group count, check access. ठीक है. So let me run this program. 2 and 0. 2 means active count 2 because there are 2 threads that is active 2. Okay. 0 active group count, that is just one group, right? If you are creating any thread group, child thread group equal to new thread group. See, either you can use the thread group argument and then a string name. That means I am going to create a child of thread group this. So I am passing the parameter thread group and giving child thread. ठीक है. And if you now run this program, then what will be the output? You will see that one thread group is active, one child thread group is active, right? So the output should be 1. See, output is 1. ठीक है. Now if I call, I am copying this same line and I am printing and commenting other. Okay, and using this child thread group. Now what will the output? There is no thread inside this group, so active count will be 0 and active group count will be also 0. Okay, and if I add some thread inside this, then you will get that count. So the purpose is that if there are same type of task, there are 10 threads and those threads are going to do the same type of task, then you can make those threads in a group. Okay, that is on concept level only. ठीक है. Now these are the questions that is asked in interview also. Okay, so how to set the name of a thread, how to join threads, thread priority, daemon thread, thread group, thread scheduler. Okay, the things that I have explained today in today's video, that will really help you in your interview. Okay, and also it will make you comfort on the concept of multi-threading. ठीक है. And if you have any doubt regarding the today's topics that I have covered, please comment in comment box and I will try to answer your question. Thank you.